In today's video, I'm going to show you how I transformed this blank blah wall into a fun and exciting mural, all using one paintbrush and one color of paint. It was simple, easy to do, and super fun. I'm going to show you how in today's video. Let's get to it. I'm going to start out by sketching out my design for the mural using some white chalk. That way I have the reference lines of where I want to paint my mural. Let's get to sketching out the design. Alright, I got my design laid out in chalk. Went all the way to the bottom with it. And now I'm going to paint the bottom trim white and the sides, make it all nice and crisp and clean, and then we'll start painting in those lines. Alright, we're taped off and ready to give the trim a nice coat of white paint. Let's get to it. I'm really excited for today's video sponsor, Zibra paintbrushes. We're going to be testing out the 2-inch Palm Pro for painting in the lines on the mural. This paintbrush is unique in the design. The handle itself is designed to fit in the shape of your hand and be an extension of your hand when painting, which is going to be perfect for painting in the lines. We're also going to be testing out the Zibra 2-inch Chisel Wedge for painting all the trim nice and white. Alright, so let's bust into these paintbrushes and get to painting. Alright, trim's got a nice coat of white paint on it. Looks nice and crisp. Let's take off the tape and then we'll start painting in those lines. So I didn't want to go with just the standard white for the lines. So I picked up these different shades of green, and they're just subtle hints of green, but almost basically white. I think I'm gonna end up going with this guy, Modern Zen. I think that's gonna look good for the lines. All right, time to put this guy to work. Technique which is going to help me get thinner lines with the mural by wetting the bristles and then wringing out the water, which is going to help push this all together. So after I've wrung out the water, I can manipulate the bristles so I get a thinner line with the bristles. So with a little bit of thinning down with the water and then those bristles nice and tight, we're going to get some crisp and thin lines. So without further ado, let's get back to the mural. Alright, all of my lines are pretty much in. There's a couple areas where I need to just go and connect the lines in the little groove area here. And then there's a couple areas where I could just, give a little touch up. So let's finish this off and then we're done. And we'll do the final reveal. So I had some areas like this where I thought, oh man, I just got some really messy lines. But then I realized it's actually the chalk that was left over. So now I just go back in any of the areas where I didn't hit the chalk lines, just wipe them away. Well, that's it for today's video. I'm pumped on how this turned out. I love the mural. I think it looks great and it blends in great with the backyard, but also gives a nice little punch. It was simple, easy to do, and I did it with one paintbrush and one color of paint. Thanks again to Zibra Paintbrushes for sponsoring today's video, and until next time, friends, have a rad day.